to my channel. I am barefaced because we are putting on a full face, and I'm even going to do skincare today, which I haven't done. I don't really do, but I feel like, why don't I? Because skincare is so important to me. I absolutely love skincare, and I want to be able to share those products with you that I do use and love, and what I'm kind of using at the moment. I've got a whole bunch of new makeup laid out in front of me. If you saw my playing with new makeup video where I unboxed all the things that I have bought and been gifted, I will link that for you to watch so you can kind of see a lot of this stuff I spoke about in that video. So we're going to try it all on my face. My face is extra clean, so I want to put some skincare on and some sunscreen and then some makeup because it's actually midday. I've still got to pick my daughter up in the afternoon, so I do want to put on another layer of sunscreen. So if you're interested in these kinds of videos, you're interested in me, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you are new here, and let's get started. What I did to wash my face is, because I did just film a video before this with some real basic makeup, I wanted to take that off so we could do a fresh start. The cleansing oil that I use, and I've almost finished, right here, is the Bioderma Sensi Bio Micellar Cleansing Oil. This is a really nice one. I've quite enjoyed it. I think it's really good if you have, it says it's for sensitive skin, but I do feel like it's for all skin types. I can see dry skin using this as well. It didn't feel stripping at all. I think it lasted me a decent amount of time. We've got 150 ml, so it's a decent sized bottle. So I've almost finished that. And then this is a new cleanser to me that I have completely fallen in love with. It's actually been in my drawers for a while. I bought it from Yes Style a while ago. So if you're interested in this, I always have linked down below. I have a discount code with Yes Style. I'm sure you can get this at all the other brands, but I specifically bought this at Yes Style. This is the Heimish All Clean Green Foam pH 5.5 Balancing Facial Cleanser. So this is a huge, what do we get? 150 grams. It's quite large. And when I say a pea size amount, if you do more than a pea size amount, it's too much. So this thing's gonna last me forever, but I'm happy about it because I'd rather it be something that I enjoy that's gonna last me forever than something I don't like that I have to like get through. I love this. I thought it wasn't going to be cleaning enough, but it certainly is. So it looks like kind of like a gel consistency, but it really foams up, really washes my face. Like it real washes my face. I really like it. It's a great texture. I highly recommend it. I have oily skin, so keep that in mind. I'm totally in love with it. And it was really affordable from memory. It was a really affordable cleanser. Right, so now I'm dry. We're gonna go in with the Hada Labo Lotion #1. I've just brought this in because it's winter time. So I just do one pump, a nice hydrating essence lotion. This is the perfect time for me. I find these to be too heavy for me in summertime. But in wintertime, this is so lush, and I've been really liking it. For me, packaging is a big part of if I like something. Yes, the actual ingredients, but the packaging is so easy, and I really like that. So this is quite new into my routine. I'd say I've had it maybe a week. And same with the moisturizer, because I just finished my Rose Ink moisturizer. So I thought, oh, do I want to put this one in? I ummed and I ahed because it's gel. However, it's intense hydrating skin plumping gel for day and night, and it is. So I don't feel like it's too light because I do want a little bit more intensity in wintertime, because just like everyone else, I do get a little bit drier in wintertime. So this has a really nice consistency. It looks like a gel, but it feels very hydrating. It doesn't feel too lightweight, which is what I really enjoy. And then I have different products for nighttime. So no! I totally forgot to put my serum on. Okay, I'll just have to tell you about it because it's too late. My nighttime, I'm using the Frank Body Night Cream, and I have the Software Retinol oil. It's a face oil with retinol. I don't use these all at once. I'm just saying what I use at nighttime and alternate. I'm using the Avane hydrating serum. That's really nice. I'm also using the Good Genes from Sunday Riley for exfoliating at nighttime. So I have a range of different products that I kind of like alternate between. But during the daytime tends to be the same. It's more nighttime I mix it up. My daytime is usually just hydrating and brightening. I forgot to put this on. This is my L'Oreal Revitalift 12% vitamin C. It's also got salicylic acid in it, so I really like this for daytime. I'd say I've almost finished. It's hard to tell, but I've been using it for a while and I really like it. I'm about there. So I've almost finished it. But this is a vitamin C, but it's got salicylic acid, so that's why I like it for my oilier skin. It's just giving me that little bit of extra exfoliation, but it's a really good vitamin C if you're interested. And then my eye cream is the Bondi Sands I Spy Brightening Eye Cream with vitamin C and green coffee beans. So it's got a little bit of pearlescence to it, just a tiny bit. I could probably use a little bit more. This is a really nice affordable eye cream. It's not going to be your like intensive anti-aging. It's going to be a really nice moisturizing and brightening under eye cream, which I love for daytime. I love it. So that's my skincare routine in the morning so far. All right, we're going to put on some sunscreen and we're not going to talk about it. We're just going to put it on. I don't understand these regulations. Okay, where I can't talk about sunscreen on camera. I can't give my opinion. I can use it. I just can't give you my opinion. So this is the new to me, Naked Sundays Cabana Glow Mineral Glow Serum Drops. This is the sheer tint. So I'm going to use it like a sunscreen today. I'm going to shake it up. Their packaging is wonderful, isn't it? And I'll show you what it looks like. I don't know if this is the only shade. If so, they do need to get more shades. But this is really just like a foundation sunscreen hybrid, I would say. Let's see if we get any coverage. I feel like it's more just, it doesn't have a white cast. It's so hard for me to not tell my opinion and just put the product on. Like it's in me to want to tell you my opinion. I also have the bronze drops, the new blush drops, and the Espresso Martini Sheer Glow Balm, which I thought would be, I feel like it's going to be more like a blush bronzer situation for me. We've got multiple products, so I'm not too sure what I'm going to do. I'm maybe not going to do this just because I'm doing more cooler tones today. So I might put this back and use it in when I'm doing more of a warmer tone because I like the looks of this. I really like the looks of it, but just maybe not for today. I'm going to save the bronze drops for when I do my warmer tone. That'll go in with the other product. And we'll use this primer. Before I fully get into it, I do want to make a little mini announcement. If you do not know, I have my own small business where I sell reusable bags and reusable accessories, and I design everything myself. And I wanted to announce that I have launched a new collection. Some of you have already supported me, and I'm forever grateful because you are signed up to my email list or following me on Instagram, so you were notified. But if you don't know, please check it out. I always have it linked in my description at fetchbags.com.au. So we have a new Picnic Dreams collection, and I have launched 3 bags that I have designed myself, and I'm very proud of them. We have the strawberry gingham print. Isn't it so cute? We have the picnic blanket, so it looks like one of those old school kind of picnic blankets. Kind of see there. And then we have the tea party. So I have designed cherries, teacups, and where's the cake? There's the cake, pieces of cake. The set retails for $40, or you can buy them for $15 each. They are amazing. So they hold 20 kilos, so they're great for your shopping, taking to the beach. They're great for the beach because they are coated with a PVC, so they are water resistant. So you can just shake all the sand out. You can put wet clothes in it and it's not going to seep through. So they're really good for those kind of situations where you're worried about things leaking or getting dirty, because you can shake it out, you can cold machine wash them. And they're made with a ripstop nylon so that they are even more durable than the ones that you get at Coles and Woolies. Much higher quality, and they're huge and they fold up into a little pouch. So definitely check it out. I'm really proud of this collection. I just think it's so cute, and your shopping doesn't have to be ugly and gross. It can be cute and fun. And thank you for those who have supported me, and thank you for those who intend to. And let's get back to the viewing. I feel like I just sponsored my own video. This video is sponsored by me. All right, let's go in with the primer. This is the Eyeshadow Bronze Glow Perfecting Primer. I like priming serum with a natural bronze tint for long-lasting makeup. That sounds like my perfect primer, and that is why I bought it. I thought it is made in Australia. I bought it for my Made in Australia video. So I'll be honest, that video that I keep harping on about, I keep saying I'm gonna do a Made in Australia video and do a deep dive in products that are not just Australian branded but Australian made. Well, I did film it, but I was not happy with it. I decided my makeup looked good, everything looked good, but I wasn't happy with the content. I want to do it properly, because what I've realized is this is a bigger video than I realized. So I've actually decided, and I have already done, contacting every Australian brand that I know of that I didn't know if their products were made in Australia or not. And I'm gathering information, because some brands are fully Australian made, every product, but then some only have certain products. So I'm trying to really gather the information correctly. This is really nice. This is really nice. It feels like a primer. Don't know about the smell though. That looks good. So I'm decided to redo it. So hold tight. I'm hoping to film it next week. But also some of these brands are sending me a few of their products to try on camera, which I think is going to be really beneficial, because not just for my own interest, but for you guys as well, who I know a lot of you prefer to support Australian made. And so I think this is going to be a really good video, and I want to do it properly. I want the information to be correct. And when I was filming it last time, I just felt like I kept thinking of things as I was talking about it, and I didn't have the answers. So it was almost like I had gaps in the video, and I didn't like it. I didn't like that, so I'm gonna redo it. Just totally fine. I'm learning along the way. My foundation is the Shiseido Synchro Skin Self-Refreshing Tint. This is the tint in shade 125 Fair, which is gonna be better for me right now because it is quite a fair product, and we're in winter, so this is the time to use it. And it's currently in my everyday makeup drawer, which I will link because I did upload it last night. I did. I've got a sponge, but I think I'll use my hands because it's a tint, and I think the sponge is just gonna take the product away, because I do know that this is a sheer tint, and I spent my monies on this, so I want to get my money's worth, and I want to wear it throughout winter. And I feel like certain products are better to use with your hands. Certain tints. I feel like certain tints, they just need the warmth of your hand to blend it in. See, it hasn't made a huge difference, but we do have a full coverage concealer. And you guys know I love supporting Australian brands. It's something that I'm quite passionate about in terms of skincare, fragrance, and makeup. As someone who owns a small business or is an Australian business owner, I like to support others. I mean, I love everything. I don't discriminate, but I do like having a focus of Australian makeup on my channel, which I know you guys appreciate as well. I recently got the NARS Soft Matte Complete Concealer, which is something I've always wanted. I got the shade Vanilla, and this is going to be a little bit light, but I'm using it for more brightening. And for me, this is more advertised as spot concealing, but for me, I like a matte under eye. I know. But if you have a hydrated under eye, these formulas are better concealers long term because they don't move. They are highly pigmented, so you only need a tiny bit, and less product under eye, the better. So this is actually the perfect under eye concealer, but it is not marketed in that way. So I've got the tiniest amount on my finger, but that's going to do my whole under eye area. And it's basically looks like I've got no product on because it's a high pigmented product. I've put eye cream on, so my under eye is not dry. And so even though this is a soft matte, it doesn't look it once it's on the eye. And I've got the tiniest amount of product, so I will not get creasing through the day. I will not. This is a little hack that I'm sharing with you guys. And this is a product that I personally really wanted. But I have so many products that I've never bit the bullet, you know. And this is nice with the finger as well. I would not use this with a sponge because it is a cream. Sponges are more suitable to liquid products. And it doesn't even look matte on my skin because I'm using a tiny amount and I have prepped my skin properly. And this kind of product is in a small pot, but it will last you a lifetime. So these, I think they go for around the $50 or $60 mark. But in my opinion, something at that price that lasts for a long time is worth it to me, as opposed to something that's $15 that lasts a month or two. So for me, this would be a long-term product that I would recommend the price. And I'm just targeting that where I want extra coverage because that tint didn't provide a lot. And I've got rid of the red nose right now because I'm not sick, but I've got the winter rundowns, you know? Not the winter runs, the winter rundowns. So that's nice. And it looks really natural, even though this is a very full coverage product, because I'm customizing it by blending it with my finger and not using too much. What I know I'm using is this blush from Savvy. So we're gonna base everything based around this blush. I'm so excited to use this. When I swatched this in that video I was talking about, when I was opening my parcels, I bought this, paid $3.60. $3.60. Did you hear that? But it's got like a silky, creamy powder. Like, excuse me, quality. How are you under $5? So that's going to be the main event. Then I've also got the Kind Collective Wing. This is the stamp that I want to try. The regular stamp. They also had a heart and a flower, but I'm doing the regular stamp. I feel like I'm past that. And what's another thing? I also have this Matchmaker Glow Up Stick. Oh, this is skin adaptive, so it's going to go pinky. Maybe I'll do this. I might do this underneath this blush because I think it's going to be sheer. So we will use that. But then I also have these two complexion trees that I want to use. Let's use the Kind Collective High Achiever Complexion Trio in Sun Kissed Sands. The shade is Sun Kissed Sands, and it's more of a bronzy one. So they have two blushy ones. One's orangey pink, orangey peach. They have a pink one called Sweetheart. And I did use in a previous video the top eyeshadow shade of that. So I have used it. But let's use Sun Kissed Sands. We've got a beautiful eyeshadow and highlighter. A cream bronzer, which we will use right now. And then this beautiful lip. I don't think we're going to use the lip though. Oh, I don't know. See, I can't make decisions. I just have to like go with the flow, do one thing at a time, and then I will know what to do. But we'll definitely use this cream bronzer situation. And I do have a brush. I have a sponge, but I think I want to try the brush because I think this is going to be quite sheer. It's got a luminosity to it. And I think this is going to be very much like a holiday friendly kind of trio because it's got that soft makeup on the go, give yourself a glow kind of vibe. This is almost like, there's not a lot of pigment in this. So I'd almost say this is more like a bronzer topper, like almost give yourself like a nice bronzy glow, but it's not giving me much pigment. It's giving me a little bit actually now that but not to my standards. Like I love a good bronzer. So I think I'll definitely be going in with some powder. I do have a powder bronzer, but I think I'm going to use this Matchmaker blush first. So this is one of the glow up sticks. I got everything. If you saw that video, I got everything. But this one I was most interested in. It reminds me of the Milk Jelly blushes. And this is called Matchmaker, but it's skin adaptive. So I saw one of the Kind Collective's videos on Instagram or TikTok, one of them. I follow them on both. And this blush is the pH adapting, so it's going to go probably pinky on me. And then I didn't realize I was going to give it away, but I'm kind of tempted to keep it now. They're clear lip oil, because I don't wear clear lip gloss, but their clear lip oil is also pH adaptive. So it's going to go slightly pinky, and I love that slightly pinky look. So maybe I'll go get it, because I was going to put on this shade Up Late, this purple. I'm going ahead of myself, but these lip oils are incredible. I don't even want to give any of them away. They're so good. Look at this purple. Oh my God. So we'll decide at the end if I do the skin adaptive, or what do you call it? yeah, Skin Adaptive shade or the purple shade. But yeah, the clear one is actually adaptive. So I could probably put this on my lips. Yeah, and then I can put this over the top. Yeah, let's do that. Are we seeing it change? This is fascinating. I think from memory when I swatched it, it did stain my skin a little bit. Oh, I like that. That's pretty. Oh my God, I love this. Whether it changes or not, I don't care, but it does look good. So that's a tint. It's a sheer tint, but just enough. It's just enough pigment. Okay, I like this one. That's a yes for me. The other ones were like almost like blush toppers. They weren't translucent like this. They had like shimmer in them and they had like a base. This one was different to the others. And I think this is my favorite. Like I would end the makeup here and be happy for like a day-to-day basis. This for me is I mean, I don't do full beats like I do on camera from day to day. The empties video that you probably see after this, it was my everyday makeup that I did in the morning when I took my kids to school. Like I do pretty minimal makeup day to day, and this is something that I would 100% use. Ooh-wee. I like it. I like it. I like it. I'm not going to use all of these, but I brought them all. I actually really want to use, do you guys know the indie brand Cloud Chaser Cosmetics? I have some of their shadows, these ones here, and I want to use them. They're Aussie and they're really good. I've actually had these for a while. They're not new to me, but I wanted to bring them into this video because we've got a lot of Australiana already. We do. We love it. We love Australian. It's inevitable. It's always going to be in the video. So because I'm doing more of a cooler tone, actually I've got gonna have the purple lips. This could be nice. I'm going to swatch it. This one's called Abelia. And I was thinking of using a cream shadow as the base and then maybe a shadow over the top. It's one of those multi-chromes or duochromes where you've got like that reddy brown base with that purple blue kind of shift. Can you see? Or gotta take it slowly. There's the base. And then there's that beautiful shift. And it's even prettier on the eyes. So I think we'll do this one. And then I might even go next level and put Halation over the top, which is a glitter shimmer topper. Oh yes, very much a topper. It's got no pigment. You could even use that as a highlighter. Are we gonna get that on camera? I've got it here, but you can't really see it. But you'll see it when I put it on my eyes. You will see it. So now that we know we're gonna use those two shimmers, and their shimmers are outstanding. Right, I have used the lilac, but I almost want to use it again. You guys very much commented on these. I think cream shadow sticks are a very popular option. Yes, these are a little on the drier side, these Kind Collective shadow sticks, but they're a thin formula, which is good for not creasing. It's very hard with shadow sticks because I have oily hooded eyelids, so I'm not the best person to review them because it doesn't matter what product I use, it's going to crease on me. It's like, it's inevitable. I'm okay with that because I know that it's me, it's not the product. I know I'm going to be really boring, but I think I'm going to use the lilac again just because I think it's going to be the mood of today. And so I hope you're okay with that. So this one's called Lilac Bloom and it's a really pretty lilac. So let's do this one. I did give some advice because some of you were saying it drags. What I actually do when I'm sitting at my makeup table is I put it on my ring finger because it warms it up. And then I go like this. That's how I don't even go straight in with eyeshadow sticks. And see how easy that was? That's fully blended now. As opposed to me going like this. It just doesn't look as good. So I'll go in again and then build that up a bit. And then I find it's not dragging. It doesn't feel dry on my eye right now. I feel like that step of applying it in a different way can really make a product work for you. Because even the creamy ones, like Bobbi Brown is really creamy and it's a really good formula. But I don't per se like drawing it straight on because you don't get that control that your ring finger can give you. So even that one, I don't have issues with dryness and I still use my finger. it just gives me better control with blending. Love it. I think this lilac one is probably my favorite because it is matte. I feel like you can use it alone or as a base. And I do feel like the shimmery ones have less of a base. They're a little bit sheerer, whereas this purple one is delightful. I'm a big fan of it. I'm going to quickly do my brows with the Mecca Max Brow Guru powder pencil in Ash Blonde. It's the new one. I definitely recommend this. Did you see that TikTok girl that went viral about talking about the grams of Mecca Max products? She's not wrong. You know, I work for Mecca, so I'm not going to majorly comment on it out of respect. But if you want more bang for your buck, that's why I bought this. Because a pencil like this is really going to last a long time, as opposed to their wind up micro pencil that doesn't last long. None of them do, but that one particularly doesn't last long. Whereas these pencils last a long time, and that doesn't matter what brand. An actual pencil will always last longer. That's why I bought this. It was the same price, but it's going to last me like 6 months as opposed to 1 month. So just keep that in mind. See, it does the job well. You do have to sharpen these though. A lot of people hate sharpening, but for me, you get so much more value and long wear out of a pencil because it holds the moisture longer as well, that I'm happy to just sharpen something for 10 seconds. Like, it doesn't even take long. I just always have my NARS pencil sharpener, because the NARS ones are really good, in my everyday makeup drawer, so it's got ease of access. I go in very light-handed though, so that it still looks natural. And then I've got my MCO Beauty Clear Brow Gel that I'm just trying to finish. It looks disgusting, but they all do when they start clear. And I really like this one. I think it does a good job, and it doesn't go crusty. I have this tiny little brush that you can't buy. It was from a Morphe holiday set, but it's small and it's flat. And that is going to allow me to pick up the product and get it all over my lid. Let's watch this magic work. Oh my god, I can already see how beautiful this is. You know, in life I don't really like purple, but I like it in makeup. I could even use my finger. Let's try. Also, life update, guys. I'm looking for a full-time job. You know, my son is about to be 3. My daughter is in kindergarten. And financially, it's the decision we need to make if we want to buy a property. We live in Sydney, which is probably one of the most expensive places in the whole wide world to live. I'm close to my nan and pop, which at the moment is quite important. I'm close to my brother. And then I'm in a midpoint between my dad is west, like in the country west, and my mum is south, in the country south. So being in Sydney is like a central point for me to get to both. And we love Sydney. I just hate how expensive it is. I just hate it. So in order to be able to own, oh, I think I went in a bit heavy there. In order to own property in Sydney, we're gonna have 2 high incomes. And working at Mecca is not going to give me that. Even if I went full-time at Mecca, I would be very well below the average wage. I've made the decision to go back to my old industry because that's where I studied for. Like, I have a bachelor's degree, so I can earn more money. Right now, that is the priority, and I'm okay with that. I got to do what I can do to, like, our goal is to own a home. And so I will do whatever it takes to obtain that goal. I'm using my finger with the excess of that, so it's not a major under eye, but just a little bit. See how pretty that combo is with the lilac? I'm in love with that. I love that so much. I love that so much. Like the perfect combo, because it's brought out the purple shimmer, that lilac stick underneath. Oh my god. Maybe just a tiny little tap tap. Why not? When in Rome. Oh yeah. Just giving it more dimension. Oh my god. It's actually lightened it up even more. Oh my god. It looks like I have wet eyelids. Oh my god. If you're a fan of Shimmy Shim, you've got to check out Cloud Chaser Cosmetics. Like I said, they're Australian and their shimmers are out of this world, and they're not expensive either. I'm having a good makeup day. I haven't even finished. What does that mean for the channel? I have no desire to stop making videos. I haven't got the full-time job yet. I'm still looking. There's not a lot out there at the moment, and I want to get the right job. I'm not someone that likes moving jobs. I've always stayed 4 or 5 years in my jobs. So I want to get the right job. I don't just apply for anything. But when I do, I will definitely have less time. So I'll have to really allocate times, maybe at night time, to make videos. But I'm just warning you guys, it won't be like 4 videos a week. Like even now, I've kind of cut back to maybe 2 a week. And I hope you're okay with that. I'm just doing what I can to manage. And I know you guys are fine with that. But I just thought I would be transparent in telling you what's going on in my life. Like everything's fine. We're just at that stage. Like everything in our generation is delayed because everything's so expensive. Mid-30s, still renting. Not the dream. Not the dream. I'm going with Ulta 3 Second Skin Press Powder in translucent. It's one of the best translucent setting powders you can get. And I think it's around $5 to $10. So I'm just going to lightly set my T-zone. And then we'll go in with my powder bronzer and blush. And even though I like Mecca, I don't know if there's really that much of a future in terms of growth there. I just think the time has come. But like I said, I haven't gotten a job yet. That's just kind of my plans. So that we can just have a home of our own. It's like my dream to be able to decorate and make a house a home. It's always been something I've wanted and desired. But it's very unmotivating when you live in Sydney. And you just think, that's never going to be for me. That's never going to happen. So why bother? That's not a good attitude to have. You still got to try. So we're trying. We're trying. So yeah, so that's kind of our goals at the moment, which is exciting. I think it's a good thing. It's not a bad thing, but it is change. Change is happening. So from work, I got to pick out a bronzer. Like we get gratis when we do like a really big sale. So I picked this out of a box of things. So this is the Hourglass Luminous Bronze Light Bronzer. And this is the darker one, but it's still really pretty. So I'm going to get my bronzer brush. This is the Morphe A58. These are sold individually now, which is amazing. I got this in the set. But that blush is still held up really well, even when I powdered over it. So this for me is more of a summer bronzer. I have another Hourglass bronzer that's more of the winter shade, but this is new, so I thought I would try it. And it's nice. And it's buildable. But I don't need a lot because I am fairer. But that's the level of bronzer I'm seeking. I need to warm up this face. And then the blush is the Savvy, which I'm very excited. So this is the shade Silky Pink. And it makes sense why it's called Silky Pink because it feels so lush. It feels so silky. We do have to consider there is a cream blush underneath. Let me get this mirror. I only see this up close. Oh, just beautiful. It's hard to believe. I think this retails for like $5 or $6, but I got it for $3.60. It must have been on sale when I added to cart. So pretty. I just can't believe how affordable this is. And it just proves that there's so much good affordable makeup. Maybe that'll be my next video. Makeup does not need to be expensive. I know I have expensive makeup, but I do not think you need expensive makeup unless it's like the product for you that you cannot live without. Like I was saying, like something like this is worth every penny. You can get such good affordable makeup. Like that is stunning. Like that looks high quality. Like if I told you this was Charlotte Tilbury, you would believe me. I didn't do my eyeliner. So I've got eyeliner and lips and mascara. I'm going to do the setting spray right now. So this is the Essence Fix and Last Makeup Fixing Spray, Instant Matte Effect and Waterproof. I'm pretty sure I've used it, but I don't even remember. Smells very fresh though. It reminds me of something. What is that smell? Cucumber? Cucumber! She's right. It's cucumber. So yeah, I have exited my child rearing phase and I'm into the next phase. Like Mona is about to be 3, so as much as I desire to be with my children as much as I can, it's also not realistic in Sydney. It's not. You need 2 incomes. It's craziness. I can't get over it. You got to sacrifice either children or money. And I've tried to do both. I've really tried. But at the end of the day, if you want a house, you gotta work. You gotta work. All right, so here's the little stamp, and I like it. It's really tiny. I don't know if we're gonna be able to see that. It's a really tiny stamp, which I like. Oh yeah. While I'm here, I'll do the other side. And we've got a nice big felt tip. See that? I actually brought the other one. I put it in my stash. Where is it? Yeah. I brought this one to use from the Kind Collective. It's like a quill. But I forgot that I had this. And I do like the other one, so I'm hopeful for this one. Because the Kind Collective have great formulas. You just got to know what to pick for what you're looking for. But I've worked with them a lot, and they're a wonderful brand to work with. I think that little stamp is actually too small, because I like a little stamp, but I've had to extend it. But that's just my preference. It might be perfect for you. I mean, it was very easy to use. It's not too liquidy, but it's not dry either. That you saw how easy that was to use. So I do like, on first impressions, I am enjoying it. Approve. Approved. I like that. That was easy. It feels like it's going to stay put. It doesn't feel like it's going to move around. Alright, and then my mascara is the Smashbox Superfan. I did use this in a video and I really liked it. But I've put it in my everyday makeup drawer to get some proper use out of it because I've only used it once. But from that memory, I did like it. And I love the component. It feels so luxe. I actually tried the reformulated Smashbox foundation and I'm so in love with it. I got a little sample and I'm really in love with it. It's like full coverage natural matte, but it's super thin formula. So it doesn't feel heavy at all. I think I'm gonna love it for summertime. I haven't bought it, but I'm thinking about it. All right, and then last step is this beautiful lip oil from the Kind Collective. Goes with the fit. Oh, also, if you like this, last time I wore this on camera, I got a lot of comments about it. It's from a company called Proud Poppy, which is an Australian brand. It's very inclusive. I think they do 6 to 24 or something like that sizing. Anyway, this is a collab they did with an Aboriginal artist. Isn't it stunning? And it's very comfortable and it goes below the hips, which I love. I hate tops that stop at the hips. It's like my widest point. I'm like, no thank you. And it is my most comfortable. It is so comfortable and I feel like I look put together, but I'm super cash. It's got jeans and Converse on. Anyway, this is the hydrating lip oil in Up Late. Look at that. And it's got the Dior Fat Juicy, what do you call that, doe foot? So I've been loving these. Absolutely loving these. I've been alternating with the different colors. I'm obsessed with them and these are really affordable. It's so hydrating with that perfect amount of tint. Where's the other one that I have? Yeah, right in front of me. The fruit bowl, I've got the red one. This is Fire Up. I'm loving this one too. This one makes my lips look so juicy and plump. I mean, this one is too. Love it. Love it. And I think I'm going to get that clear one and try that out in my personal time. But I love this look so much. I love this makeup. Is there anything I didn't like? Oh, I would say in the trio, I didn't use everything. This bronzer I think was probably too sheer for my liking. I really want to use this. Not today, but I really want to use this. This looks like my color. And then this looks like my color. So I think I want to regroup and retry this. It just wasn't the right moment because I had other products to try. But I think I will put that back in the box and use the eye and the lip for sure. With like my more bronzy look. But this look is stunning. I love it. What do we think? It's nice to be back in the camera and just talking nonsense. You know, I love you guys so much. I appreciate you. And I will see you in my next video. Goodbye.